great place to be. Just put your video on and nice to see all of you. Thank you so much. They're lovely. So just say good morning and in the chat is all is for you. Whatever you wanted to chat, just go ahead and then say hi, hello to that. Welcome to the session to all of you and thanks for just being with us. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being with us. Okay, so let's just invite all of you to just come and have a one another a great celebration with us with UiPath and continuously this is a when we see you we are just getting a energy to make it, and when we have Diana with us, this is awesome to just create a program after a program. So second year we are just coming along with Diana to start our UiPath Business Analyst program. And good to see Praharsha. Happy to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Manjula. How are you doing?
Awesome. Good to see you. So maybe I'll just make this as a one of the good engaging conversation to start from you. Tell me about your journey.
So,
What?
hello everyone. My name is Prasha. Uh, I'm sure most of them know me from LinkedIn and all that. I'm a DevCon 2024 speaker and I'm a enthusiast in robotics process automation mostly. So, I do love robotics process automation. I'm a certified Academy certified AI associate and also UiPath associate developer and a business analyst as well. Academy certified and also planning to write the planning to write the associate and also the AI associate exam, the paid one of UiPath. So I hope I'll do well in that, and I'm also very enthusiastic for this business analyst series, as I had attended the previous business analyst series of 2023 as well. So that's a little bit about me. Thank you.
Hey, awesome, Prahasha. This is amazing, right? So when we
Mm.
see you all get our energy back to just do that, of course you would be doing great along with us, and all of us would be doing. So thank you so much for your introduction, and thank you everybody. The reason for I just bring Prahasha to talk about it, he continuously just amazing us to tell us saying that. And how old are you, Prahasha?
I'm 13.
I'm 13. Look at that. Right? So that is the beauty where we are just talking to a 13-year-old and he's saying, I'm doing this, and I'm just looking forward. So lovely to hear you and lovely to have you today with us. And thanks, Diana, for bringing this forum for all of us.
You're
So,
welcome.
yes, with this, I would like to welcome all of you for the session and one another session for 2024 to wrap up, to give you the opportunity for all of us to get certified and look back how we can just create a synergy with UiPath
ते
to
काम
take the.
करतात येत कसे पुरायले कस काय
Yeah, can you just put everyone on mute, please? Thank you. All right. So I'll just share the screen. Dana, would you like to share the screen or shall I share the screen? Yes, thank you so much. So welcome to the UiPath Business Analyst online programs, and this program is going to be online for all of us to make sure, as usual, you are just having an excellent speaker lined up for us to just talk about it, what you are just going to get on the session. That next slide, please. Yes. So this is what we are just going to do about it. We are just going to talk about the introduction of the program and also the speakers who have been lined up for this program, who have been just graciously agreed to be with us and then giving their time and their knowledge to all of us to just walk through the curriculum as well as along with the projects. That's what we are going to do about it. And Dana is going to take over the program overview and schedule how we have just aligned along with the important links for all of you to register and look into that. And after that, just not the program, we are also making sure this program is aligning with your career, how you can transition. So we are also going to have speakers to come back and talk to you about in live what is that they are doing as a business analyst. And followed by that, we are also planning a career day to talk about if you're aspiring a business analyst or you're a business analyst and wanted to become a subject matter expert, how do you build your career with the industry experts? So that's what we are just planning to do today. Please go ahead, Dana, the next slide. Yes, this is something where I just wanted to introduce her as the team. As I said, Diana is a brain behind that to just put this program for all of us. And Diana is just a senior community marketing manager. All of us are aware of that. And she's very passionate to just keep, and I keep looking at that when we have an offline talk, the kind of energy she brings onto the table to bring all of us together. Thanks, Diana, for just bringing us again to do this program. And along with Diana, it's myself and Revati are just joining. It's the next innings and the UiPath putting together the program for all of you. And with us, Andrea, Christina, Anna Maria, Aurora, all of us are just joining from UiPath to build the program for all of us. Thank you so much. The next slide, please. Here is your business analyst speakers who have been lined up, and Mukesh is always with us as a backbone to just support the program for all of us. Thanks, Mukesh, for being with us. And along with Mukesh, we do have Anurag, Atul, Tracy, Devyani, Kotni, Chris, and Nina Mehta. All of them are just lined up with their topic, and they're going to give you the project, how to do about it, how do you just go through the content, and how do you just write a certificate, and everything they're just going to talk about it. So with that, I'll just welcome Diana to take over, and thank you, Diana, for being with us.
Thank you. So thank you, Manjula. Thank you, Rivanthi, for being here. Obviously, this program is being run by UiPath with their partner, The Next Innings. And The Next Innings will be working with us throughout the program, as well as other partners of ours. Mukesh is with boundary lists. We have speakers from other companies. So we're really excited to kick this off. And I also want to give a big shout out to the UiPath team, to Andrea, to Christina, and to Anna Maria, who put a lot of time into pulling this together, and setting the stage to make this available to you in a short time. So we're going to start on December 2nd. We encourage all of you to attend. I just want to make it really clear that we had a business analyst program last year. That was more of a senior program because it was all that was available. This year, the program we're running is brand new. It's Business Analyst Associate, so it's more of the beginning program. I think it'll be a lot easier in the sense that there won't be as much content. It's really over about 14 hours of content versus 32 hours of content. So we're really excited about this program. The certification is brand new as well. So if you guys have any questions, the reason we're holding this call today is making sure that we answer everything we can for you, so that we're hoping you get excited about joining us on the 2nd, and going through this with us. It's a shorter program that we've done before, and we're totally excited. So we will have sessions on Mondays and Wednesdays for the first 2 weeks, so December 2nd and 4th, the first week, December 9th and 11th, the second week. And then as you'll see, we'll have a 5th session on December 16th, and we'll go through these sessions in just a minute here to explain a little bit more about what the expectations are. So before we go there, I just want to make sure that you're aware of these. And when you get the recording tomorrow, it will be available. We have links in here that will take you to the Business Analyst Associate series page. And I will show you that at the end of this presentation. We also have self-paced training lessons. These must be finished by December 19th. I'll show you that as we go through every session where you can find that information on what you need to finish. The certification retake program, I will be going through again in further slides, but I want to put the link to it here. And then Mukesh will be going through the Business Analyst Associate project plan and the contest, so you're aware up front of what is going to happen. And then lastly, the next innings, we'll talk about the last several sessions so that you'll be aware of those as well and kind of what you can expect going into January. So I'm just going to start with session 1 for you to know how to read this page. When you go to the original series page, you can sign up for these events, and what you'll see is the title and everything, and then this description. So if you look at this right here, these are the sessions we're going to cover, the topics we're going to cover. So Atul will be covering the introduction to automation. Anurag will be covering the introduction to UiPath Business Automation Platform for Business Analyst. And Anurag will also cover automation implementation methodology. We also included all of our major links here so that you guys have them. So you have the learning path of what we're covering. You have the series page that Andrea and team created. And then you have the Business Analyst Associate Forum. The forum is a place you go if you have any questions, if you're doing the homework and you don't understand something, you're going to go right here. And we have people that can help you get through those. We'll answer them directly with you. And if you're struggling, you can even maybe share what you're experiencing, and they'll help you get through that part. So you're always going to have 24/7 somebody who can help you. With this program, our goal is to make sure you get through these courses as easily as possible with as much help as possible. And then if you go down to the mandatory training, the first week you're going to have the same mandatory training. So for sessions 1 and 2, you need to finish at the self-paced training, the introduction to automation, the introduction to UiPath Business Automation Platform for Business Analysts, and the UiPath Automation Implementation Methodology Fundamentals. And you'll find all those right up here under the Business Analyst Associate Learning Path. So that's session 1. The other sessions are very similar. Here are those same links that you'll see. Here is what is going to be covered, just Anurag on day 2. And then this is the content that I showed you on the last slide. And this is something that you want to complete in the first week. So again, session 1 and 2 have the same homework assignments. You just want to get as much done as you can on those self-paced study courses in that week. And then what we're going to do is on the second week of discussions, this is the homework that's due. The same thing up here, what you're going to be going through. So here you're going to have on the second week, Automation Business Analyst Fundamentals, and you're going to have exploring the UiPath tools. So even though tools are not part of the business analyst series, we're going to have Devyani talk to that. She's very good about giving you an understanding of what tools are used by UiPath for the business analyst role. And I think that'll be important for your project. So you've just gone through, we've just talked about the first 3 sessions. That's where you're going to get the majority of the information on the content. In session 4, Mukesh is going to talk a little bit about this, but basically we're going to start with the benefits of Business Analyst Associate Certification, and Tracy's going to do that. And then Mukesh, do you want to talk a little bit
Yep.
more about what else they'll see?
Yes, absolutely. So we we understand that many of you are coming from a background where you're just starting with the business analyst, and just theoretical knowledge is good. We have the base, but having a project use case which we can share it to you will add more value to your learnings, right? So in that session, what we are going to do is we are going to present you some real-time use cases. Yes, definitely we won't share the client or the customer information, but you would get a real-time process design document. We will let you understand that what was the actual business problem, how and why RP was chosen, what did the business analyst do, how you design the PDD, SDD, and then how do you pass all this stuff to the developer, and what is your role throughout the complete piece of automation, so that you have the complete knowledge on how exactly process goes from right from the business analyst to the developer to the QA and then to the production. So in that session, we are also going to share you some of the real-time use cases.
Great. And then as part of that too, when you do that use case, What Anna Maria is going to cover is that there will be a form certification contest. We don't want to tell you too much about that, but there's an opportunity to win one of 5 vouchers that we will be giving out for free, depending on if you share your business analyst project with us. If you fill out the form, and this will be published on forum. And so we'll go through all of this during session 4. There's nothing for you to worry about now. We will learn the material in sessions 1, 2, and 3, and then basically we're going to apply the material that you've learned in session 4 to this business process template. The other thing I just want to clearly explain, and we'll explain this again during the series, is that we are not giving out free certification vouchers to people in this program. There is no test you can take to get a voucher. The only way you can get a free voucher is through this contest. What you can do, though, is if you take certification and you pay for it, if you do not pass it within 3 months of finishing this program, which is March 31st, you can reach out to me and let me know you did not pass it, and I will make sure you get a free retake voucher, and that will be for free. So if you try to take it and you do not pass, you get a free certification retake voucher from me. You just have to let me know that you did not pass and show me proof of that, and I'll take care of it. And we'll ask for any questions you might have at the end of this presentation when we finish it. So the other thing I just wanted to go through with you again is that we have important links. We will be putting this in the chat every time that we have a session in December. But right now, if you go to our, and I'll put this in the chat before I leave today. If you go to the recording tomorrow and download this presentation or access this presentation, you'll be able to see all these links and where everything is. So that'll always be available to you. We have plenty of places for you to go to find all the information you need about this program. Okay, and with that, Manjula, I'm going to turn this over to you. You're on mute,
You're on mute.
Manjula.
Okay, thank you so much, Dana. And I was just saying, we are excited to know about it. We are getting the retake certificate for free before March 31st. Thanks for just clarifying. And also, if we just do the project well and get into the contest, there is an opportunity to just get our certificate too. So thank you so much for clarifying that. So what are we going to do in the day, in the life, and the next innings? So just to give you what is next innings. So next innings is a extension of her second innings, what we are just doing in India, where we wanted to just take care of the every professional's career growth. So that's the intention why the next innings have been started as a global organization. And as part of it, from last year to now, we have just connected 1,000 plus professionals for the careers, how we can just empower them. So that's about the next innings. And what are we going to do on the last day of the fifth day of the first session? We are just going to talk about the business analysts are going to come in their day-to-day life. What are they doing about it? It's a kind of a panel discussion we have just kept over there, where we would be just walking through with them how are they just doing their daily life, and what is the learning, and how we can just learn from them and then work with them. So that's what we are just going to walk through with the people. And currently we are just going to bring Tracy, Courtney, and then we are just going to talk about Chris, and how we are just going to do along with Devyani. So that's what we are just going to do about it. And then we are going to have something called AMA session. You can ask anything, right? Ask me anything session is to just find out whatever the question you have. You can ask every professional directly. So that's a panel discussion we have just created for session 5. And from there we also just going to give you the opportunity to submit your projects. So that's where Mukesh will just come and then talk about it, how we can just evaluate the project, how you can just submit the project about it. So from there, we are just going to assemble back on the career day, which is just going to be followed by this on Jan 16th. So we are just going to have a Jan 16th, which is a career blueprint. So this session is just going to talk about as a kind of a different track to tell you about in case if you are preparing for becoming a BA, how to prepare for your interview, how to build your resume, how to keep up your LinkedIn profile. So all those things we would be talking about. And plus we will also be talking about if you are an existing business analyst, wanted to just push yourself as a industry expert, how do you just make yourself to be active kind of a community like what you are just working right now with UiPath? Where do you do that? Mukesh is a good example. We always look up to while he is working, he always comes and then give it to the pay forward with a lot of community, and he has his own personal YouTube channel to just talk about it. So how you can build your career on that. So those things we would be talking about. And you do have a mentor breakout session. After talking about it, you would be just given an opportunity to connect with the mentors, and you can go to the tracks and then just ask about again similar kind of a AMA and then get it clarified. So this boosts your career confidence and then able to just connect with the different industry partners and move forward. So that's what we have for your career blueprint. But this is going to be Jan 16th. So when we are just winding up on December 17th, you have a close to a month's time to prepare your project well and then connect back. And then you will just get to know in this session the winners of the contest and who are just going to get the certification path. So this is the plan Dana has just created along with us to give you the end-to-end picture of starting from the UiPath Business Analyst Associate series, where as she was talking about, it was a simple program which is easy to crack. So we request your friends also to be just communicated so that some experts are coming together to handle you and take it to the next level. Wishing you all the best and happy to just take up any questions after that. Next slide, please, Dana.
Yeah, and I just want to, I told you I'd click on the series page, so let's do that. If it works. Oops. Let me just go there for you. So the other thing I wanted to describe to you too is that when you are taking these, you might want to know, do I have to finish all the homework or the template for the let's just for the homework right away. So we're hoping that you do the homework during the required period. So try your best to do your self-paced learning during week 1. Try your best to do the self-paced learning during week 2. We'd like to have you complete all that. So by the time you learn about the training template, you have time to work on it. So we know the program ends on the 16th, but we're extending it to December 19th for you to get those in. So you have 3 extra days to work on your project templates. Again, you can always ask questions about the project template too on the chat on forum. So this is the page that Andrea helped put together. This is what you'll learn. This is all the information you need. I'm sure my colleagues are putting this in chat right now, so you can go here yourself. This is information on the certification, and this is where you're going to register for each session. So you're at the awareness session now. We'll have the recording posted here when we get done, and it's available tomorrow. And then you can find all the other information you need on this one page. When you need help and you need to find out where to ask your questions, you're going to go right here. This is a Business Analyst Associate forum thread. So you're going to find everybody in the same thread. You're also going to hear what kind of questions your colleagues are asking as part of this program, which will help inform you on different other things you might not have thought about. So just wanted to make sure that you guys know that this one page, you can find everything you need and you can access us as well on the forum page. So with that, I'm just gonna turn this off and then we can start seeing if there's any questions from anybody.
Yes, there are questions are coming up. We can just start answering them. The last question from Shivraj: Can we take the BA certificate after program training? That is after December 16th. Of course, yes, you can just take it up this
Mhm.
training program. Yes. Could you please suggest the exam fees for the certification? Anybody, Dana or Mukesh, would you like to pick it up?
Yes, it's a paid certification. Let me tell you the exact
It's
amount, but for that,
$150. Yeah.
$150. Yes, exactly.
Hmm.
Plus taxes.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Feel free to just ask any questions because this is the purpose why we have kept it. All your questions get clarified so that it's a smooth sailing for all of you. Please go ahead.
So
Any
I have
others?
question. I have question that Dinah said that there is a prerequisite is there, and we have to finish those that couple of hours of course or something that before taking to business analyst. So what was that, and when we can do that, and where we can do that?
So, Amit, when you sign up for the session, or if you go to the series page and you
Uh-huh.
click on that session one, you're going to see a description. So all the information you need will be there, but you're going to go to the learning path that's on the UiPath site on the Academy for the Business Analyst Associate. And again, it's one of those top 3 links I put in every description. And you can do the work prior to taking the classes if you want, but the goal is that you work along with the sessions to finish that and complete the first 3 lessons there. So you'll see what is required for you to complete, but you can do that from now till then if you want to work on it prior to December 6th, but you don't have to. So I think it's smart to get started when you can, when you have time, but we also want to be recognize that we have some holidays coming up, so we don't want to force you guys to have to give up your holidays or not enjoy those. And we want to make
Right.
sure that you have plenty of time, right?
Yeah. And that certificate thing is that though we are going to complete the course, but we have to pay that certificate price of uh, we have to pay
You,
for that. Right?
yes, you do have to pay for the certification, but the nice thing is if you do not pass it, we will give you a free voucher, so you get 2 attempts.
Oh, I see. So in second attempt it would be free if we do not
Yes,
pass the first attempt.
yes.
Okay. And for first attempt we are going to pay for the fees, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the first one you pay for, but if you do not pass, we'll make sure you pass and we'll keep working with you.
Got it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
good.
So your certification, once you get it, Mukesh, how long is it valid for? Is that forever, do you know, or?
No, it's for 3 years. I'm just pasting a link. I think most of people have the query on this certification. So let me just quickly share a link. You will find all the details here.
Yeah, so there is a
And
question also just
yes,
coming is again for the certification. So
yeah.
I would like to just clarify the program training certificate you will get it, which is nothing to do with the official certificate. UiPath has got a certification program to just it is separate program where because you need to just get trained before you attempt that certificate. So that's what we are just talking about. So when you wanted to become a certified UiPath business analyst, which has been conducted by the Prometric Center, where you're just going to get the question and then write it about it. That's what we are talking about. So to enroll for this, it is a separate fee. What we are talking about as a $150 plus taxes. So that certificate program is where you are going to pay, and if you want to become certified professional on that. But this is what we are just doing is a preparing you to do the training completion in the system itself you will get it. So I just wanted to make sure people are just thinking, oh yeah, I'm coming for training, Where is that certification completion? Training certification complete system will give you at the end of this program. But
Yeah,
if you
what
want,
you,
yeah, go ahead, Anna.
I was just going to say what you will get is you will get a digital badge that says you've completed this training from UiPath. So when you finish all the self-paced courses, you will get that.
Yes. Yeah, that's what. So the training completion program, you get it over here. But when you wanted to become a UiPath certified professional, it's an additional certification program where you have to pay and then make sure you are getting it done. Feel free to ask any other question because most of the questions I'm
So
seeing in that
I have
chat.
some questions like to all of you, like whoever can answer for that. So I am kind of new in this. I mean, I do not have much knowledge about RPA industry and UiPath and I'm in a Salesforce technology right now, but switching into the RPA technology and UiPath when I'm choosing the UiPath in RPA. So how is this good? How about this tool? Like how this tool is good and how is the marketing? RPA and how this course will benefit me to edge my career. And so if anyone can brief about that, would like to speak
Yeah,
about.
I'll start, but and then Mukesh can chime in too. But I'll start by saying I really think there's two personas that go through training at UiPath. One is a developer, and the other one is really the BA or the business analyst. So we find that a lot of people, RPA training or UiPath training is usually low code. And so we find that a lot of people with business analyst skills really like the BA track because it applies to what they're doing within the organization. So if you're a business analyst or want to be in that, it's a low level course, a low level certification. Any certification I think you get is you always learn things that are of value, right? I've never taken training on anything that I didn't get something out of it and find it useful later. So I think I'd approach it like that. But I think that overall, we have a lot of people who want our business analyst certification. So I believe it's very valuable. And then I think Mukesh can talk more about the developer side of things.
Yes. So thank you for that question, Amit. Right. So as you have mentioned, right, you are currently working in Salesforce, and if you are aware of the tech, everybody is talking now about something which is called agentic AI, right? Everybody is now world is moving towards something which is called agentic, right? UiPath as a technology does the robotic process automation, but now the complete product is shifting towards something which is called agentic process automation. And RP is a critical part of any agentic process automation. So feature wise, yes, it is absolutely bright. Again, you don't have to trust me. You can go to internet and you can search, read the Gartner reports that who is leading the market in the RPA space. The one which you will get is again UiPath. It has been leading for a couple of years, and I am very much confident that it is going to lead in the coming years as well, right? So yes, feature wise, RPA is there. The next wave which is coming is with this Gen AI and all. It's coming with agentic process automation. If you simply go to uipath.com, you would see that how UiPath is moving towards the agentic, right? So feature wise, it is good. And as Diana already mentioned, in case you are someone who is looking to grow as a business analyst in this area, because we have different personas: developer, project manager, developer, senior developer, QA, production support. In case you are someone who is close to business, who can understand the requirement, convert it to the developer, this training and this module is for you. Hope that answers.
Yeah,
Hmm.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So there are other questions are coming, so probably I'll just pick it up just for us to just keep the conversation going. Is there any certification for a management level?
I think there's two certifications. Well, there are certifications for management because I think any of these apply to management. I think RPA is definitely a skill that I think, as Mukesh mentioned, um, agentic AI, some of the hottest topics in IT industry, and UiPath is right there. So I think a lot of people, we have a lot of high level courses. I believe we have an agentic course that's going to be built and coming out. We have this BA, perfect for management. I think that we also have a lot of programs and events where you can learn more about, UiPath and what they offer. So there's always things in the community events and different aspects that management can use. But management takes these courses as well as business analysts and developers to understand a little bit more about how it fits. One thing about the business analyst role is you learn about the different roles within the organization and who does what. And that's really critical when you're learning about how automation projects fit within an organization. So again, I personally believe that this particular program that we're running, this 5-session series, is probably the first thing I would do. Because I think you get a really good understanding of RPA, but also of all the, way it works in a business for how to determine if a project should be qualified as a automation project. There's a lot of information that you'll learn in this session, and it's all good. And you're learning with some very experienced people. The people we selected to teach you all have experience of taking this, of being a BA certified person. So as you learn through this program, you're also going to be talking to people who have actually done this. It's not just people who teach about it. They took it, they use it, they are in these careers. So this is why this program is really special. Um, and then I saw another one. It says, how many levels of certification are there? So this is a brand new certification, a brand new learning track. It's the associate learning track. So that makes it the beginning learning track. There's also a professional BA. So there's just really 2 certifications you can get in the BA series. If you take this, it'll be easier to get to the professional certification because you're learning so much here, you're building your foundation. And then the next time you take the professional, they've cut out some of the material from the professional to put it in this associate. So you won't have to take as much when you go to take that professional. You'll already have a good understanding. So I like it because it kind of breaks it down into 2 different areas. Again, so if you take the professional, you can do that after you take the associate, which is what I would advise.
Perfect. Thanks.
Is it
Thanks.
strictly meant for business analysts only? No. You don't need to be a business analyst. Some people might be just starting out. I believe that this is still very helpful to learn all the best practices, to learn more about UiPath, what kind of tools it has. This business analyst is really good, I think, for anybody who just wants a clear understanding of, again, the roles in an organization, to see the thought process behind how you would go about doing this. And as Mukesh said, he's going to have a session, the 4th session on December 11th, which will go through this more in depth. And it'll make sense when you get to that session 4 of how this all fits together. And it's going to give you a practice session where you can actually do this yourself and reach out to us if you need help. So you get a working example of how to think about business automation within any organization. But there are many people who take these sessions that are not in any category, but just are doing this for learning, and it's still very helpful. Yes, you can take it as a beginner. Are there any levels in UiPath BA certification? I have 7 years of BA experience. I would still suggest you get certified and take this session or this series. And the reason is because certification is a totally different thing. So anybody who looks at a resume and sees that somebody is certified knows that they're serious and that they have that type of experience. So I think getting certified in any of these curriculums, even if you have 7 years, they knew you were serious enough to take that certification, get through it, and that is, certified by the company you got that certification from. And
And it's
then,
a digital credential, just to add to Diana's point, right? It's a digital credential. It's not like that you can just copy it and you can change your name and I can put it on the resume, right? It's a link which you will get, which is a digital credential. It's directly hooked up to your profile on LinkedIn. So if you put in a resume, anybody can at any point of time can just validate that certificates. It's had a expiry date, it has your credential, it has your name, right? So you cannot tweak it. It's not like just a certification you'll get, right? And this exam is a proctored based exams. People who have given the exams in the past, it's not like that you can just get the questions and all. You have to give the actual real exam, which is a proctored based exams, by the way. So yes, it has definitely the value and people understand that.
yeah. And I
Okay.
saw another question. They want to know if students can take this. Absolutely. I think this is one of the best entry points to taking training for UiPath. I think it's because we have so much support around it. The nice thing is you're going to learn so much about the UiPath forum, where you can ask questions, how UiPath community works, all the people in the community, how if you struggle, you're going to find that there's information on forum that will tell you where to find the product information, how to reach out to people. They have different contests on the forum. So just learning that, how you can fit into our community, which has grown to 3 million people around the world, um, and just how we work. Again, this is very friendly. You have some amazing people who are going to teach these sessions, and it's all free. And I think that's huge because a lot of companies charge a lot of money for something like this. UiPath is doing this for free for you because we want you to grow and we want you to be good. So please join us. You're not going to get these opportunities all the time in life, and I think this is huge. We also believe that, let's see. You can see where the levels of the business analysts are if you go to the academic forum. I don't know if you could post that, Mukesh, in the chat. Just
Already did.
the,
Yeah. I replied to
okay,
that. Yeah.
great. Just go there and you'll see the learning paths, and then you'll also see what kind of certifications are available. The other thing you could do on the forum is if you still have questions and you're taking this session, but you really want to get started on the developer side as well, then you can just put something in the forum that says, hey, where do I get started with the developer side of things? So this just opens a door for you to understand kind of how we communicate, how we work together, and then allows you again to meet people, network. You might meet people on the forum that you typically wouldn't have met, and you can ask them questions, the colleagues that are in this program with you. As people share things, you'll learn more about them, and you also get to access more people on the forum, which is, again, really cool.
Right.
Is there a question? Okay,
No.
and then after every session, we're going to do a wrap up. So we're going to be sending out an email. You guys will know about that. You're going to have access to all the video tape sessions. So if you register for the sessions, which you must do, what happens if you cannot make one of them? Well, what you can do is you can go to the recording because we're going to record each one of them. And so as long as you're registered, you can get access to that recording. You can get access to, and then you can take it later if you need to. You just won't be able to talk to us live, obviously. But then if you do that and you have any questions, again, you can go to the forum. So I think we've covered all the basis there. And then, does anybody see any other questions that we haven't answered? Does anybody want to take themselves off of mute and ask any other questions?
There
Hey,
are
Diana.
other questions over here.
Yeah, I have
Let
one question.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of the session, we have one contest, right? If we win the contest, means we eligible for the free certification, or how it will be?
Yes, so the vouchers, we got 5 vouchers. And so when people submit their projects that Mukesh is going to go through on the 4th session, Anna Maria will talk about contests. So basically you finish that project, and Mukesh is working with a judging committee to judge those projects when people enter them. That will be on the 19th, you'll enter them. Everybody has to have them in by midnight. And then he'll go through them with a team to judge all of them based on the criteria that he will set. And then when you enter those, we're gonna have the judges judge them in the background, and then we'll post the 5 winners on the 16th and that'll be January 16th. So you won't hear, and a reason for that is, again, we're in the holidays. We're going to have you guys finish the projects on the 19th of December so that we're not really running into the week of Christmas, if you understand that. And then a lot of people are taking off the first of the year. Hopefully, some of you will be taking off the first of the year. And then we aren't going to start back up until the 16th because we want to make sure you had enough time to do it, that you're not worried about this over Christmas. And then we'll announce the word winners. So all your work will be entered before the Christmas. And then we'll have another session on the 16th of January, just to let you know we haven't forgotten about you. And Jula will hold that session, teach you a little bit about career, things that you can start thinking about. You'll know the winners then who will get the 5 certification vouchers. And then we'll just continue on. So then you'll always have access to that forum that will stay live. And then you can try to take the certification yourself. And again, if you're done with the session and you still have questions and we don't have any more series events, you always can access people through the forum.
True.
Okay, got it. And also we have one self-packed session in our right UiPath Learning Academy. And
Correct.
you suggest like we parallelly learn through as well as the self-packed course means we can able to cope up the concept very right? Because we have 2 sessions every week.
Correct.
And also we have a self-packed learning of I think 14 hours learning for this BA associate
Correct.
role, right?
Yeah, so you can really take that Karthik anytime you want, but we also kind of mapped it to the sessions we're doing because they'll be talking about high level information. So if you feel like getting all that training out early and doing it now, that's fine. And then you might learn some new bits as you go through. But yeah, the basic goal is that you need to get through your self-paced learning by December 19th.
Oh, we to finish those self-packed learning before December 19,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
And we have 1 month duration for course for that contest, right? December
Right.
15th to
Everything's going to be due on December 19th.
okay, okay.
Yeah, and if you need to go farther, like you just didn't get to your self-paced training, you have to turn in your project by the 19th, but if you need a little bit more time to finish your self-paced training, you can do that.
Okay, got it. Grateful. Thank you.
Yeah.
There are a couple of
Hi Diana, this is Shivraj.
Right. So there was okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Diana, here I have one question. I think here I'm planning to take the business analyst professional exam by the end of this year. I think by attending this program, I think is it enough by I think do in this program I think do we cover the concepts for the professional exam also, or else like is this program is only for the associate level?
This program is only for the associate level, but you will learn a lot of concepts that you're going to need for the certification test in this program. And in some ways, you could take both certifications, right? So you're going to get a certificate that you've passed training. The training is for free. So you're going to learn the basic steps, which I would want to know anyway. And then you're also going to be going through the project template, which is really critical for passing the certification test in either one of these. So, so if you're, yes, this will benefit you. And there will be different topics that you're going to be learning about in the professional exam, more in depth on the products itself, like UiPath tools, which is why I have Devyani going through a high level talk about that in session 3. So I hope
Yeah, I
that
think
answered your question, but if I was you, I would go for both of the trainings. I'd get my associate certification and then I'd get my advanced because I think that's just a good, you're going to learn kind of double, maybe learn some things, but I think you're really going to get it then, right?
Yeah, yes, Diana. Yeah, I think it answers my question. I think I have one more question. Like, if I fail in this exam, like the professional exam, I think I've been attending this series. Like, I think I will try to attend this series like until December 6th, 16th, and I will try to do the program as well. I think is there any like a retake certificate voucher like can be provided for the professional exam also?
I can work with you on that if you finish this one and you take that, you want to take the professional exam. Yes, I would extend that retake to you.
Yeah, sure, Diana. Yeah, thank you very much.
And then, Amanda, you had a question, just to be really clear, which I will be. This program is free to attend and you get a training certificate. So you're going to get a digital badge from UiPath that said you completed this series. The way you complete and get your badge is, yes, all of this is free, number one. Number two is you have to complete all your self-paced training. At the end of it, you're going to be required to put in an assessment, and when you do that assessment, they're going to look at that you've done step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the training that is required, that you did your assessment, and then they're going to award you that badge from UiPath directly. And that's going to come directly from the academy. So yeah, I think that's why I think this is just such an important program. Does this mean only 5 people will get free vouchers? Yes, is the answer, and that's through the contest. Will there be employment or prospective job opportunity post certification receival? So will there be employment or prospective job opportunities? We're going to teach you about career opportunities. You can always get career opportunities, by going to LinkedIn. We also on the forum have a job board. Employment, people would like us to hand them a job. We can't do that, obviously. But I think through the network, what you will do is find people who might have, you know, prospective jobs and opportunities. And that's why we're partnering with the next inning. So they're going to go through a little bit of that on the 16th of January on how you start getting prepared to look for a job. So I think that is a really important aspect of this program and why we're partnering with them. Is there any certification for the management level? Again, there's 2 certifications for business analysts. There's the associate, which is new, and we're going through that in this 6 lessons. And then the advanced BA certification, you can decide to do that later. And that is the only other BA certification that there is. And that's the professional one. Is the program session for U UiPath ABA verse 1, UiPath Automation Business Analyst Professional exam. Is this program for ABA 1 verse 1? I'd have to look that up. Do you know, Mukesh, if this is what the exam number is?
Yes, I think there are a lot of questions, right, team? So I can quickly show it to you where you can get all this
Oh, let's
information.
do
And
that. Yeah.
yeah, so let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And they wanted to know about the passing score too. Maybe you could talk a little bit
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Okay.
it's all available on the same page, right? So I'll post the link in the chats. Okay, so you go to this page, which is academy.uipa.com. I have posted the link in the description, and here you have all the certification which Dino was talking about. And then if you just scroll down, the first one is the professional automation developer. It's not the one. Then you see UiPath Certified Professional Automation Business Analyst Associate, right? So this is what we are targeting in this. Now you have the exam description document here. You can click on that. It will open a PDF for you. In that PDF, you have all the details, which includes what is the prerequisite, what all you are going to ask, what is going to covered. It has the learning plans also. And if you scroll to the end, you have these details, which is like the exam fee, passing score, what is the exam duration, what is the prerequisite, exam title. All these details are available for you in this one. Good part is once you are done with this program, you can take this free online practice test, which will guide you that whether you are ready for the actual certification or not. So you can go here, it is like mock. So there was a question whether what kind of questions are coming. It is all uh, multi-choice question. You just have to select the correct answer out of the 4 or 5 options. Somewhere you have to drag and drop. Look and feel wise, it is exactly the same which you see here on the practice test. And once you are ready, you just click on this button which says schedule your exam, and then it will take you to Pearson where you can do the payment and you can give the exams, right? So all these details is available on this page. Any questions now?
It mentions at to be a CBAP as prerequisite.
It is not a prerequisite part of it, Diana. So it is just the recommendation part of it.
It's a recommendation, right? So if you have already that, good to have. It's
Yeah,
not a mandatory. Yeah.
yeah.
Not mad.
And do you want to pull up the learning path page too, just to show them that
Yeah,
where
sure.
they can
So
find the self-paced training?
okay, so here in that same place, right? So if you go to this, you click on this one, you have on the certification page, you have Automation Business Analyst Associate Learning Plan. You click on that, and that will redirect you to academy.uipath.com. You just have to enroll, and this has this complete self-paced training. Just click on enroll, and this is the diploma which we are getting, right? So there is a difference. Once you complete the academy courses, you get a diploma. When you do the paid certification, then you get the certification badge, which is kind of a online credential, right? Which we are talking about. This one is the diploma. It's a learning plan.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll post this link also directly on the chat so you can access it directly.
Great. And again, all this information will be in the session descriptions. It's part of the series page. So, yeah, we will provide this in many places for you. And we'll typically try to have a Q&A session after every session as well to answer any additional questions you guys have. We have a team of people who will just answer the questions in the chat. Can we expect any program sessions for solution architect certification? Not at this time. This is strictly focused on the BA's associate. And can you please confirm when the self-paced training are due for completion? We'd like it due by December 19th, and the reason is because everybody will be out for Christmas the next week or holidays during that time. But if you need to take a little bit more time to complete the self-paced, you can do that. You just don't want to wait too long. You don't want to wait too long between hearing from the experts and taking that self-paced training, because you should do it while it's fresh in your mind and the questions you can answer easier. Which is why we don't like to extend it very long. So if you want to just wait till the 1st of January and finish it, that's fine. But that might make it more difficult for you. So we recommend you try to stay with the class and keep up with it with your homework, so that when we have the experts available, you can ask some questions, which will make it easier to get through it. Okay. I have attended the sessions of AI Associate Developer Series. What should the next step be to get the voucher for certification? Rajesh, that's a totally different program. That's a developer program, the AI Associate. So if you want to send me an email, we can get that to the right person. Let me just put my email in chat. But that's part of a different series. And then, and I believe what you had to do there is you had to submit by a certain time. You had to sign up for the session, and you had to go there and complete a form, and then they were going to send those out. And I believe they were going to send those out either today or Monday. So you may not have gotten it yet. But you will, you can send me an email, and I'll send again that to the right people to follow up with. And then I will be recording this session. It is being recorded. That will be ready tomorrow. So I think that you should be able to get everything from this. And then you have all the links in chat. So lastly, before we close out today, because I think we're at time, I just want to make sure that you copy the chat so that you have all these links that we put in there. If you would do that, I think that's a really good idea. And with that, I just want to thank you guys all for coming. I want to let you know that we're super excited to provide this for you. It's kind of our last big thing at the end of the year. We love to share our training. We love to make sure you guys get, you know, great needed skills and also something great to start your new year off with, something neat for your resume, so that when you go out for jobs, you have some tools in your kit to go out with. You know, this is very important. UiPath is very well known in the automation space. So, you know, we look forward to seeing you on the December 2nd. And with that, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. Thank
everyone.
you,
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Diana.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the great session.
Mhm.
Thanks, Diana. Thanks, Manju.
Thanks, Diana.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
You're
everyone.
welcome.